is Sienna, and this is Sienna Reacts. So today we have a correction video. So last week I filmed and put out a video that was learning more about Haka by watching a few different Haka videos, but being American, I was never exposed to Haka in the past, so I didn't fully understand what Haka is and what it stood for or what it was about. And some people that were nice enough in the comments, they actually gave me recommendations on things that I can watch to help me better understand. So today, one of the recommended videos we're going to be reacting to is We Belong Here, and it was created by Beats by Dre, and it's specifically with rugby. But I think it's just more about Haka in general. That was my understanding. And then afterwards, we're going to be watching another comment recommendation, which is, I have it written down, I've been practicing, I don't know if I'm saying it right. But on Angitu Whakaeke, 2021. I have been practicing for like the past 5 minutes. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But yes, so first we're going to be watching We Belong Here, and then we're going to be reacting to a traditional Haka video that someone in the comments also recommended. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay, We Belong Here.
You get brought back down to earth pretty quickly here in the village here in Ohinamatu. Tūranga Waiwai is your belonging place. So my belonging place, for example, is Ohinamatu. I feel the ancestors, I feel the spirits that have been here before. I was born here. When my time is done here, I should also return here to my Tūranga Waiwai. The beginning of Haka starts at the beginning of time. Haka is simply a dance that we do prior to battle, back in traditional times. It was used to intimidate your opponent. How we see Haka today is usually the aggressive dance that we perform. When we do Haka, there's a message within the Haka, whether it's a social message or a tribute to somebody. It's a vehicle for us to be able to express ourselves in the present.
So I saw this in the wedding video and in the retirement video. Is this like a greeting, like to touch noses? Is this a greeting? Like, I think it's the I think I heard somewhere that Eskimo is supposed to be like a discriminatory name. But if I'm remembering correctly, there's a First Nations group in Canada, and they do like a similar greeting, like they touch noses. So is this like the same thing, like a greeting?
Present. What was interesting about this particular Haka, Taku Tūranga Waiwai Motuhake, which we did for Richie, we went English first. So the first part of the Haka actually talks about who we are and where we're from, and that we belong here. We don't own the land, we belong to it, and while we're here, we are the guardians of that land. Then the second part of the Haka is about the challenges that may arise. So when you do that action, mean it. When you hit that, and you go up there. Well, like... Much better.
We thrive on culture, and yes, something that's been around for centuries, probably our whole lifetimes. It's really important to us as Māori.
Just keeping it going too, eh?
Yeah.
You fellas have got that haka sorted. We got the kupu, we got the words, we got the actions. Ka pai? Now we got to take it to another level, boys, okay? And that's coming from inside, from in here. Ka pai? In there. So don't leave anything in the tank, boys, from here. Not there, from here. Right? In the lines. Right, let's go. Taringa whangarongo. Kia whakata hoki hawinga. Wako waira. Good boys, that was much better.
I will not cry. We're not doing that today.
I think it's the spirit that when the haka is done well, that's what captures people. And they may not be Māori, but there's something in there that they connect with. Haka has been a part of New Zealand for a long time. It will always be Māori. It doesn't matter whether you're Māori, Chinese, Vietnamese, Pākehā, it doesn't matter. We're all one when we hear that haka performed prior to the match.
I'm a thug. You're not gonna catch me crying. But I wish. I keep saying I really kicked myself for not doing this like previously. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. But I think I've said this in other videos I've reacted to, but it's like it's such a shame. Like, why can't everyone? I wish we could all just like speak like one language, because I feel like so much gets missed when you don't understand it, and it makes me. I want to learn every language because there's so much there. But yeah, I really appreciate this, and then now the next one is. I'm gonna get this right. Angitu Whakaeke. Right here. Okay. And I do want to say thank you to the commenters who were nice and didn't bash me for being an ignorant American, but instead tried to point me into the right direction. So, thank you.
Iwai ha mai na
Okay. Oh, credit to Maori television. I'm using this from there. Whenever I watch something, I'm like, oh, now I have even more questions. Specifically about the tattoo. Um, what is the significance? And I have even more questions with that. I think I saw um, like a Twitter post, and it was like a woman for the first time. She was the first person to wear the tattoo and be like a news anchor or something. Yeah, but she was the first person to, or the first woman to have the tattoo and be like a news anchor on like public television. So, what is the significance of that? Like a quinceañera or a bat mitzvah, basically kind of like a coming of age thing. Um, and then for the men, I saw most of them. The sweat was starting to take off the tattoo, so I'm guessing it's not a full face tattoo. But do the men have something similar that they do? I did see one man, the man in the middle, his were real, his were faded, the tattoos. So is there any or there, I know I can assume that there's significance, but what is that significance? And then also with the first video, like the We Belong Here, I did notice, actually I kind of noticed here, that there was like a wide ranging in like skin tones, hair textures, that type of thing. So is, I don't want to be like, is that normal? But is like is that how it is? Like I know that like the Aboriginal people of Australia are kind of like the some of the oldest known like surviving descendants of like African migrators. I don't know how to explain that correctly, um, but basically they like their group migrated out of Africa and then have been in that area of the world in Australia for like tens of thousands of years, like a continuous um, like living there. So I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but like, is it like a, are the Maori like a mixture in that way? Um, or is it just kind of like whoever, he did say whoever wants to be there is there, we all belong there, we are one. But I do have questions about that. I'm kind of like rambling, but I'm like, I have a ton of questions. Um, but yeah, if you could answer any number of those if you happen to know. Um, yeah, and then I guess I'll end here for today. But again, I do want to thank everyone for being just like so nice and accommodating and trying to point me in the right direction and not yelling at me. But anyway, thank you so much. Please have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Okay, so bye bye.